Hello everyone, welcome to Paw Prints University. How are you all doing today? Give a shout out, let us know how you're doing with your dogs and your cats and all of your animal companions. Today we have a really fun day today planned. So first, we are going to talk about how to stay safe on winter walks with our dogs. This is a really important topic. A bunch of us over here on the East Coast had a huge snowstorm, lots of snow. So I have some tips for you guys. As always, I've got my top 5 tips. So we're going to get started with those right away before I make a big announcement. So let's get started. The top 5 things that we can do to help keep everyone safe during the winter holidays. First, before we get out on our walks, I want to talk about what's going on inside our homes. So we have new decorations and lights and candles and presents, and with the tree comes the tinsel and all of the wrappings that go on it, the ornaments and all of those things. So just a reminder to protect our animals by making sure that they don't have easy access to those items. So we don't want them to have access to the candles or the ornaments, the tree, the water that's in the tree. So make sure to get some baby gates or anything like that. The other thing I want to talk about, the second tip, is about having extra noise, excitement. With the holidays comes usually, not in 2020, but usually we have lots of guests come over and there's a lot going on. So it's possible you may still have some guests stop by. We want to make sure our animals are safe. So the other thing too is that with New Year's Eve and also with Christmas, Boxing Day, things like that, a lot of people have fireworks, and those are super scary for animals. They have no idea what those noises are. So we want to protect them and their anxiety, fear, stress, anything like that. So we want to just be aware of it, get our all the things we need in place to help them have an easy time during the holidays. So the guests, making sure that we have that taken care of. And then the fireworks for New Year's Eve, that's the other thing. So those are my second and third tips for you today. The fourth, I just want to remind you all about foods, what foods are okay for animals and what are not. So one of the big things that has come up this week in our community is a dog got into some chewing gum. And if you don't know, xylitol is lethal to our animals. So we want to make sure that our animals do not have access to anything that has xylitol in it. So it could be the chewing gum. It also, you guys, can be even in the peanut butter that we're giving to our dogs. So make sure that the peanut butter you give is all natural. It doesn't have any additives and especially does not have xylitol. So that's one of the top things I want to talk to you guys about as far as nutrition goes and keeping your animals safe. Other foods that are not great for them to have, anything that's over fatty. So we can give them some of the nice roasted turkey, but we want to make sure it doesn't have any of the seasonings or the grease or the fatty pieces or the twine or the bones. Please do not give your animals some of the bones. Those are really dangerous. They can break off when they eat them. They can cut inside of them. So some of the top emergencies are happening with the holidays. So that's where I want to get to my next tip about keeping our animals safe. Make sure that you have the number and the phone number and the address of the emergency vet. So not just your local vet, not just where you would take your take your animal on a regular day, but also you want to make sure that you have the emergency number for the vet. You want to have the number, you want the address, you want to know how to get there, because when you're in a stressful situation, you may not be thinking straight. So I want to make sure that we're prepared beforehand if there is an emergency, that you know where to take your animals. So that's tip 4. The last tip I want to share with you guys is now that we've done all of the stuff inside, let's get outside. So my tip number 5 is about taking care of us, keeping us safe, and keeping our animals safe on the icy and snowy roads. I could talk about this for a really long time, so let's see how we go. So for the icy and snowy roads, there's a couple things. One, make sure that your dog is able to check in with you and doesn't pull you down the street. So if that's an issue for you, please ask me about it. You can download our new guide, Don't Stress. There's all kinds of things that we can do to ensure that our animals are safe on the roads. So we want to make sure that you are safe, that you're not getting pulled down. I know of people who have fractured ribs, concussions, broken wrists by walking their dog and getting pulled down, whether it's an icy road or not. So if you have icy roads, please be careful. Maybe there's another way that we can exercise our animals. And one thing that you can do, this is pretty fun. So you want to have a safe spot for your animals to go to the bathroom, even when you get a foot, 2 feet, 3 feet of snow. Even if you just get a couple inches, some dogs just don't want to go to the bathroom in the snow. What you can do is put down, before the snow starts, put a tarp down in an area of your yard, and every inch or so you're going to go out and you have to dump it because it's going to get heavy fast. But so you want to make sure that they still have underneath that tarp a nice grassy area. So that's a fun, safe way for them to still be able to use the bathroom without having any issues. So the other thing too about the ice and snowy roads is that they treat the roads. So we want to make sure that our animals are safe. Their paws are really sensitive, and so the chemicals and the salt that are used on the roads are very dangerous for them. So after your walks, please make sure to use a warm washcloth to like clean off their paws. You can use some unscented baby wipes. They make some specifically for dogs. You can also just use a natural baby wipe to wipe off their paws at the end of their walk. So that's another way to keep them safe. If they can tolerate booties, great, and we can work on that too. So that's my 5th tip for the day. So is everyone ready for this big announcement? I'm excited for it. I hope you all are too. Listen, you guys, I have been working on something for a few months now, and you may have noticed that I have been out here on Facebook. I'm all over, and I just am really excited to share this new venture with you guys. So we have become Paw Prints University, and I am the founder of it. And I have a whole new group called Paw Prints University Classmates here on Facebook. You are welcome to join. There we are all getting together, hanging out on the three-legged quad, as I like to call it, and hanging out, letting each other know what's going on, sharing photos and stories about all of our animal companions there. So while we're there, we also want to learn something. So I am officially today opening up the doors to you to become a founding member of Canine Social Etiquette. And Canine Social Etiquette is going to be an online digital course, 6 weeks, that you can take beginning in January, and we are going to have so much fun going from the chaos of our households and the stress to calm and success. We are going to walk you through a whole journey of getting your dogs to find you the coolest kid on the block, and you are going to have all the tools you need to have successful walks, to have them greet people on the streets, to have group people come into your home, to have a safe space for your animals. We're talking about nutrition. We're talking about fear-free. We're talking about all things that I've been teaching for the past several years, and we're putting it into a 6-week digital course. And I want to invite you as a founding member to join. If you join today, this week, there is a discount code, which we'll share after this video is published. So the discount code gives you $100 off this course, and it's a steal, you guys. I have put together an amazing program. I have a great team working with me. We are still working on it, which is why I need founding members. I need you guys to give me your input, to share with me what you want to learn. And so this is like a culmination of years of me working with dogs, walking dogs, training dogs, working with people, using my master's in education degree. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for getting me there. So I have tools to teach adults and children. This is for parents, this is for families, this is for kids. I'm doing this because I want to ensure that everyone has a successful experience and a long life with their animal companions. I'm really, really excited about this and creating this interactive experience. We're going to have a Facebook community, which if you join today as a founding member, you will be right in the community right away to help each other create this wonderful bond with you and your animal companions. So I am really, really excited to share this with you guys. The one thing that I want to share is that, so these paw prints, these little paper paw prints that I've had behind my head for the past few months, like these are our colors, right? Green and purple. And I have designed all of these paw prints because what's going to happen as soon as you guys become a founding member, as soon as you are a part of Canine Social Etiquette, your name is going to go right here on one of these paw prints. So let's fill up this wall with your names and let's become an amazing community, a part of Canine Social Etiquette. Let's spread the word. You guys, this is going to be awesome. So this week only, we are doing a founding members deal. It's $100 off the course. And then beginning in January, it's going to open up to the whole world, to the community. And we are going to continue going on this journey together. So again, I'm really, really excited. I've been working hard on this. I'm working with a huge team of people. I have amazing support from trainers from around the world who are helping me do this, and I can't wait to share more with you all. Thank you so much for continuing on this journey with me, sticking with us through the end. And I almost forgot my favorite part. So along with getting your name up here, the first 10 people who sign up as a founding member get this. This is a treat pouch, and it says Paw Prints University. And this can be yours free if you are one of the first 10 founding members of Canine Social Etiquette. I can't wait to see you there. Thanks, and have a great day.